On the headlines, martial law victims showed anger on PCGG's plan to end the hunt on Marcos' wealth. In politics, Cebu, provincial capital, is currently being secured by more than a dozen of policemen along with a SWAT team. On business sector, Estafa case versus 88 depositors. In sports, Kib Montalbo, the pride of Bacolod City, joins and finally become one of the Green Archers.
And, for our featured webcast, a lot of places and islands are yet to be explored in Mindanao.
Greetings Philippines, I am Edward.
And I'm Katrina. Welcome to 1Pilipinas Webcast.
On the headlines, martial law victims showed anger on PCGG's plan to end the hunt on Marcos' wealth. A group who called themselves Estafa expressed their anger on government's plan in winding down PCGG's objective to hunt for the wealth of Marcoses. Celda is a Filipino local term for the word prison cell. According from this group, if President Aquino will consider the proposal to demolish the PCGG group along its objective to pursue the case on Marcos' wealth, then this would indicate and will give a notion to the Filipinos that people in power can simply just commit crimes with impunity. PCGG head Andres Bautista recently recommended to the president the abolishment of the said commission due to the reason that pursuing all of the Marcos' wealth on a limited budget had become difficult with Marcos' widow, Imelda, and her 3 children back in positions of power. Currently, the proposal is being evaluated by President Aquino. Prior to this proposal, PCGG head Bautista said that the commission already recovered 164 billion pesos, or is equivalent to $4 billion based on the prevailing exchange rate, or is less than half of the assumed and estimated wealth the Marcos family plundered wealth. For the complete story and other latest news, visit On the latest development in Stephanie Ella's case, cops believe that the shooter was not too far from where Stephanie was standing. Based on the initial autopsy, the bullet that hit and killed Stephanie was fired from a 50-meter radius, with a trajectory of almost 90 degrees. This was according to the initial autopsy report released last week. According from Chief Inspector Joseph Palmero, head of the Philippine National Police Medico-Legal Division, based on the autopsy report, they were able to estimate the angulation of the bullet. The hole in the skull is round, so it means that the trajectory was about 90 degrees. They can presume that based on the physical evidence gathered, the gunman was very near. On PNP's analysis, Palmero said that the bullet entered the left side of Stephanie's brain and exits on the left side of her face just beside the nose. The gunshot wound is very fatal, leaving Stephanie lifeless and left her brain dead. We would like to call again for a help to those who are living within Ella's neighborhood to please report anyone whom you know that fired .45 caliber gun during the New Year's Eve. Let's help Ella achieve justice and bring those irresponsible gun owners behind bars. For any information, please call PNP hotline at 0917-847-5757. With unity as one Filipinos, crime will never be a problem in our country. Thank you very much. For the complete story and other latest news, visit In politics, Cebu, provincial capital, is currently being secured by more than a dozen of policemen along with a SWAT team. Suspended Governor Gwen Garcia, on the other hand, finds this security measures as an act of martial law. According from Garcia, the deployment of policemen and more than a half dozen of special weapons and tactics squad indicates a similar act to the martial law regime. As of the moment, there are only one gate opened at the provincial capital, where all vehicles and provincial personnel converge. The area is being guarded heavily by the PNP. Acting Governor Agnes Magpali explained that this security precautionary measures are part of her job in protecting the interest and security of Cebuanos. Magpali added that there is no martial law happening at the provincial capital, nothing has changed, and business operation is regular and normal. In relation to this, local officials said that the security measures might endorse a wrong message to the local and international tourists who will be joining the Grand Sea-New Log Festival starting January 11, 2013. According from PNP Regional Director Marcelo Gabo, nothing should be worried about, as the PNP will be reducing security personnel at the provincial capital, since they have to redistribute policemen all over Cebu to ensure peace and order in time of the Sea-New Log Festival. As a yearly tradition in celebrating Sea-New Log Festival, suspended Governor Garcia is expected to grace the event by giving a dance to the Santo Niño, but she was not sure if she could perform for this year's celebration. For the complete story and more news on politics, visit on business sector, Estafa case versus 88 depositors, filed by PDIC to DOJ. This was due to their alleged participation in a conspiracy to defraud the government by as much as 97.73 million pesos. Based on the investigations conducted by the Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, spouses Manu and Champi Gidwani, along with 86 other alleged depositors, were found to commit misrepresenting themselves as an insured depositors of various closed legacy banks. They are also found guilty of falsifying commercial and official documents. The legacy banks are a group of 12 affiliated banks with nationwide presence that were ordered closed by the Monetary Board almost simultaneously in December 2008 and cost the PDIC Deposit Insurance Fund an estimated 12 billion pesos in deposit insurance payments. For the complete story and more business news, visit in sports, Kib Montalbo, the pride of Bacolod City, joins and finally become one of the Green Archers. As reported from Visayan Daily Star, a Bacolod-based newspaper, Kib Montalbo, one of the sought-after high school players from Bacolod City, has decided to join the De La Salle Green Archers. Montalbo, described by the Visayan Daily Star as a player known for his outside shooting skills as well as his dazzling moves inside the paint, steered St. John Institute to last year's Negros Occidental High School crown, defeating University of Negros Occidental Recoletos. De La Salle was persistent in getting Montalbo that they even flew over from Manila to watch Montalbo during the NOPSSCEA Championship. For the complete story and more sports news, visit Philippines. Let me turn over you now to Katrina for our weather updates and featured webcast.
Thank you, Edward, for our weather updates this Monday. Lu-zun will experience heavy rains to mid-level rain showers till midnight, while in Visayas and Mindanao, heavy rains only in the morning, with some clouds and mild rains in the afternoon until the evening. For Mindanao, the same is expected. Cloudy in the morning with mild rain showers in the afternoon until night. Sun rises by 5:50 a.m. and sets by 5:30 in the afternoon. According from the Weather Bureau, a low-pressure area, with high chances of developing into a tropical cyclone, is forecast to enter the Philippine area of responsibility early Sunday morning. Should it develop into a tropical depression, the weather disturbance will be named Bising, the second storm to visit the country this year. At the moment, the low-pressure area is still too far to affect any part of the country. It was last tracked 1,110 kilometers east of Mindanao early Saturday morning. For more and detailed weather forecast, visit And for our featured webcast, a lot of places and islands are yet to be explored in Mindanao. One of those are the Enchanted River located in Surigao del Sur. The Enchanted River of Anatuan. When the water becomes deep blue, then it is understood as deeper than you could imagine. A video from Rick Rugano's YouTube channel shows the magical beauty of this river. And that completes our episode for today.
Thank you for watching 1Pilipinas webcast. I am Edward.
And I am Katrina.
Get inspired and be a proud Filipino.